Hey YouTube, this is Tech Savvy Solution here, and you're at the jailbroken iPhone 4 versus Samsung Galaxy S part of the review. Oops, jailbroken iPhone 4, Samsung Galaxy S. The jailbroken iPhone 4 is running on 4.0, so it's not the latest firmware. Don't upgrade to that, otherwise you won't be able to jailbreak. And the Samsung Galaxy S is running on Eclair 2.1 Android firmware, but it's running on the European JM5 firmware for the phone, and it's running the custom ROM Samset 1.9E, I believe. I also have the CF lag fix installed. Just clear those running programs. So the first thing you're gonna notice about these two phones is not much really until you scroll for the iPhone and you notice that the icons are different and they're not the same. It's because I have Winterboard installed on my iPhone and I have a custom theme installed on it too. For Samsung Galaxy S, you're not going to notice much at first, except when you look at the battery icon and you look at the signal bars and you're like, wait, that doesn't look right. And you also scroll down, you're like, hey, this notification bar doesn't really look the same either. But it has other things just besides the looks, the icons, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to be showing you is really where all these tweaks and different things come from. For the iPhone 4, it comes from the App Store, or from the, not App Store, but from Cydia Store. And that compares sort of like to the Android market on Samsung Galaxy S. You can customize a lot of things on the Galaxy S, but with the App Store you can't. They're just programs. They're good quality apps and games, but there's not that much customizing you can do. So that's where the Cydia Store comes in. Show you that right now. Let's compare it to the Android market. After we show where all the tweaks and stuff come from on the iPhone 4, I'll show you where they come from on the Samsung Galaxy S, which is not something you can download at the market necessarily. Anyways, so you'll have your sections over here. If you go to tweaks, these are all the things that you can do to tweak your iPhone. Face break is FaceTime over 3G. But again, that's something the Android phone can do for a long time. Video calling, that's not restricted by Wi-Fi. You have full preview, or like on the iTunes, instead of like listening to a song for like that limited amount of time, you get it for the full song. You have Infiniboard and Infinifolders to have unlimited amounts of apps in your folders. Anyways, these are just some things you can do. I'll demo them a little later. But there are a lot of themes for the phone, and there's just a whole bunch of them, and you just download it. And for me, I like mix and match them. I edit the files, which icons I want and which icons I don't, or UI images, etc. And then just make my own theme. But like here, you can pretty much find a good theme and then apply it using Winterboard on your phone, and your phone will look different. So that's just the gist of the Cydia Store. For the Android market, well, let's open that up and compare it to the App Store. Android market, you have just a simple like preview of like the featured apps. They're conveniently here. You just want to like look at speed view. So here you have your description, the images, and the comments. If you have Froyo installed onto your phone, 2.2 firmware, then you can install and download the app on your SD card, micro SD card. But in this case, I have 2.1 installed and that option isn't available for me. But you can install apps to SD, which will move all your applications to your micro SD card. So comparing the two stores, you have the iPhone 4 and its categories that are like featured. And then you have some apps. What's hot. And you have your categories. This is the featured, and then you have your categories like apps. You're getting a lot more images on the App Store, whereas the Android Store, it's light, it's just text, you see what you want. So if we go to games here, the Android market has its own separate games category, but it's significantly less than on the iPhones. Oops. And then you have your downloads. So it's here, your updates, top 25, search. So those are the two stores. Now I mentioned I was going to tell you where the tweaks and stuff come from for the Samsung Galaxy S. What you do is 1, you have to root your phone. 2, you have to install the firmware for your phone that's compatible with the ROM that you want to install. 3, you have to install the ROM. 4, you install the lag fix. If you're curious about how to customize your phone, then you can check out my full customization tutorial for the Samsung Galaxy S. That's where the custom ROMs come from. And that's where the custom tweaks and stuff come from. But you can also get themes for your phone if you use the ADW launcher. It's some of the cool things you can do with it. And then go to settings, go to settings through here. And you can download themes. And like, Droid X apply theme. I showed this in my top Android apps to have. Video review if you want to check that out. And then like, it'll change your phone like that. So it's sort of like the winterboard for the iPhone. This is winterboard. And you have like themes that you can select. Windows 7 theme. I don't know how it's gonna look. Spring. So this is the Windows 7. It's pretty nice. You notice here on the iPhone 4 I have this custom lock screen. It's called Lock Info from Cydia. And what it does is it displays like my mail, my Twitter, notifications. And you have the slide to unlock. So it looks different. That was my point of using winterboard and themes. And you'll notice on the user interface for the iPhone 4, they're just programs you point and click or tap, and you get your music. And then here, I think it's a little more dynamic on the Android phone, Samsung Galaxy S. You have your widgets, you can refresh it, it's really interactive and a lot more dynamic than just the programs on the iPhone 4. It's pretty much just point and click. Then like I can refresh my Twitter without even going to the app. Here I have to wait for it to open and then pull down to refresh. Oh. And then here we go. It's already up there for the Samsung Galaxy S. And same with the news widget. Just you have news like scrolling through the widget and you see it while you're on your home screen. You don't have to go to a separate app on your phone or anything on your iPhone to go look at the news. And you also have a weather there conveniently. So right now I'm going to test the audio quality of the two phones. So let's go to double twist. Okay, so let's just go to songs. So you can see with this app is just a slight lag. It's not much though. So let's do track 0. Start from the beginning. Let's play a little bit from the iPhone 4. I'm gonna crank up the volume as loud as it goes. It's the ringer, my bad. Here. And the media volume. Samsung Galaxy S. Let's play it on iPhone 4 first. And you'll notice that the music is coming from the side. These are where the speakers are. So when you lay it flat on the table, it's not blocking any speakers for the iPhone 4. Okay, so let's play that same sample on Samsung Galaxy S. And to be fair, I'm going to flip it on the back so the speakers will be exposed and the sound quality will not be muffled. I noticed that the sound range of Samsung Galaxy S is a bit more narrow than the sound range of the iPhone 4. So those are just some audio samples for both the phones. Okay, so I'm going to be demoing this app that I found on the Cydia store. Just a little last minute thing before we end this part of the review. It's called Weeblaze it's free from the Cydia store. I'm going to be using Dolphin HD browser for Samsung Galaxy S that can be found on Android Market. And I'm going to be opening up Engadget.com. All the history and cache, whatever is cleared for both phones, as well as the running tasks. Do Engadget.com, check out the cool swipe keyboard on the Galaxy S. So we're going to do ready, set, go. Right, this seems to be done now. Oh, okay, now it's done. And then it's still going. Alright, and now it's done. Right, let's do pocketnow.com. Let's do pocketnow.com on this one. Pocketnow.com. And we'll hit go at the same time. Ready, set, go. See which one loads up faster. That was really fast for this phone. Alright, now it's done. Let's try Samsung Galaxy S. Okay, now it's done. Seems like this loads up even when like it says it's done. It's still loading stuff. I don't know about the accuracy, the loading times, but you can see both phones. The web browsing experience. This Weeblaze is supposed to be super fast, so you can be the judge of that. And we'll see you in the next part of the review.